Hi, it's Jeff again. All right, let's talk about dairy. A lot of confusion out there in the dairy world. Actually, dairy products actually can be very good for you, and they have a lot of nutrients in, but there's a lot of confusion in the dairy world. So, actually I didn't put this up here, but it's a great source of good fat, and of course, minerals and protein. So it provides a lot of good nourishment, but there's definitely better dairy sources and worse dairy sources. So the best dairy source is going to be raw, depending on where you live and what state you live in. Raw, 100% grass-fed milk you would start with. It's going to be A2 casein. So there's two types of proteins in milks. There's something called A1 casein and A2 casein. What you want is A2 casein. That's the easier to digest, a lot less allergies from an A2 casein, and that's only going to come from cows that are fed only grass. Then you have to actually take it and make it into yogurt yourself to ferment it to get rid of the lactose. And you need to eat it at least room temperature. This is very important. You never want to put cold dairy products into your stomach. It's 98 degrees down here, and if you pour down yogurt or ice cream or something cold, is actually going to be very hard to digest because your body's got to warm it up about 60 degrees to 98 degrees before your body can digest it. That could actually take a while. So, second best is going to be 100% grass-fed A2 casein protein made into 24-hour yogurt. The difference here is it's not raw. Again, room temperature. Okay, as we keep kind of going down the scale, we always talk about is kind of going from worst to best. Sometimes you can't get to best, but you can find out where you can go and at what level you can eat a product at. This is going to be the most healing to your intestinal tract because of the bacteria. You can also actually make it into kefir if you want. That would be okay too. It's going to be easier to digest, very healing. Most people's intestines are so damaged that they cannot handle dairy products. That is the problem. The problem is not the dairy product, it's the product that your digestive system just doesn't work good anymore. You don't eat bone broths, you don't eat good protein, and you can't digest. So you're trying to turn on the digestive system again. And this is something over here is going to work the best, is the 24-hour yogurt or kefir. That is the most healing. Next would be 100% grass-fed milk. That's not certifying that it's A2 casein, and again you're making it into your own yogurt. This is where you would start. You can also make yogurt from just organic milk that's unhomogenized. That would be okay. It's not as good. It just depends on what your body will tolerate. Organic soft cheeses, organic hard cheeses, and we're kind of going down in order. Hard cheeses sometimes can be harder to digest because they're very dense. All the moisture is gone out of them. Organic milk, unhomogenized organic milk, very hard, not usually ideal for most people, but some people can handle it. Oh, I do fine on milk. Okay, make sure it's organic and it's unhomogenized. That means the cream is allowed to float to the top. When they homogenize it, they blend all the fat into the milk, but then it's much harder to digest when the fat molecules are chopped up into smaller pieces. Number 7, no commercial dairy products. Commercial dairy products are inflammatory because all the cows are fed corn and soy, so when you're drinking their milk, you're eating an inflammatory food that's really corn and soy. If that's what the cow eats, that's what you're then eating in the milk, not to mention the antibiotics and the different things, all the drugs and things that they feed the cows, because the cows aren't healthy. They're not healthy because they're not eating what they're designed to eat. Cows are designed to eat grass. And when you eat dairy products that come from grass-fed animals, it is going to be healthier for you. So this is a complex subject. I kind of gave you the quick thumbnail overview of it. There's always a few other nuances, but basically you don't want to eat dairy cold. You want to let it at least come to room temperature. I let my yogurt sit out at least 24 hours or 8 hours, I should say, overnight. Let it warm up, come to room temperature before I eat it. Sometimes I'll even warm it up in the wintertime so it's warm when I drink it. Can put some cinnamon in it, some honey, something like that. So a lot of you with damaged guts really need to stay over here into the yogurts. Going to be much better for you, and kind of stay out of the harder to digest dairy products. Thank you.